tale of two halves, and I thought our second half was the way you have to play. We talked to our kids a lot about hoping things will happen or making them happen. And I thought the first half we did a lot of hope that the shots would go in and not play defense or any of that stuff. And then the second half I thought we had a much better intensity and how hard you got to play in the ACC. But, again, whenever you dig yourself that big of a hole and you don't rebound the ball, it's hard to be competitive in the ACC. Questions?
Dara Mabry, she just went off.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
Is there anything you could have done different to stop her, or was it just one of those nights where she just making everything?
Yeah, well, and again, we have to communicate. Once a kid makes two, you would think that now you've got to be able to key into where she's at and, and making sure we were doing some switching. And, again, 11 poses big problems just because she's out on the perimeter and she goes to attack. So our post is having to seal it. And, and we're having to seal with a guard now, and then she popped a couple of times. But again, it's better communication, better idea of that once a kid hits that many and, that then you got to key in on it.
What are some of the main changes you decided to make in the second half that sort of made the game a bit more even between both teams?
Yeah, well, I think they made more of the changes than I did. And because you have to, at this level, you've got to go make your own plays. And I think we spend too much time worried about our shot. Is that whether or not a shot goes in, and then if it's not, then I can't rebound or defend or do any of that other stuff. We just worry about, did I just shoot an air ball or did I miss a shot? It has nothing to do with that at this level. It has to do with what is that your next response, and do you get another stop? And in the second half, I thought we got a lot more stops that then led to better offense. But again, we just gave up threes and layups the first half.
Same kind of thing with Marguerite, with Mabry. Did you guys make any in-game adjustments to kind of stop how she was rolling on the glass on both sides, or was just one of those nights where she was just unstoppable?
Yeah, no, and again, she's a hard match for us just because she's a 6'4" kid that has guard-like skills and can, and she's a great defensive rebounder, and so they play differently in that once she gets a rebound, she can bring it up, and so Kara and Jayla and those guys trying to guard her in some of those sets is a hard match for us. But, again, we were playing zone a lot, and, again, then it becomes everybody's responsibility. But, again, she's a really good defensive rebounder, and we're not a great rebounding team. So it's a bad double-edged sword for us a little bit.
Jasmine, what worked for you well tonight after going scoreless your last two games? What changed? Was it your mindset, or were you more aggressive, or what changed tonight to help you get 15 points?
I would say it was my mindset. Coach kind of talked to me about having an attack mentality. If I can't get the shot, get my other teammates open, just make stuff happen, make plays. So I think it was a mindset. But like Coach said, the second half, it was just a mentality for the whole team. We just came out with more energy, more passion, just getting stops on defense, and that was the big difference in the two halves.
Yeah, you guys had forced 21 turnovers, but only 20 points off of those turnovers. What do you think was the reason that you weren't turning those turnovers into points as much?
Yeah, and again, McGarity, number 11, changed a lot of those and altered a lot of shots, and and we just couldn't capitalize on that. And I think the difference of them having 25 points off of our 13 turnovers, as opposed to us having 20 points off of their 21 turnovers, is a big stat. In that we have to do a much better job of capitalizing once we do force the action and get a stop and a steal, that we score out of that possession. And that's as I thought she changed a lot of our shots, and that we either have to get to the free throw line or score, and we just didn't.
What happened there at the end? I guess this could be a question for both of you with Jasmine going down. Do you have any updates on that?
What is the Jazz cramp?
I had a serious calf cramp that wasn't letting up. Yeah. Yeah, that thing was tough.
As soon as that toe went back, I was like, oh, it's a cramp. Get her off, come on, move her on.
I'm just happy they didn't score on that.
Yeah,
me
too. How about that? Yeah, dribble out of bounds, that's good. But again, it was, again, like I've said all along, is we're a team of growth, and hopefully we are learning that you can't have lulls in the ACC, is that you got to go and you've got to be your best and play your best basketball for 40 minutes, and we just haven't found that yet. Anything else? You got one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Go ahead. All right. I was going to ask you guys, what do you want to do coming up against Duke and Georgia Tech next week with the away games? What do you want to try and do to maybe not start the games a bit better than you have in these past few games?
Yeah, and again, both of those are, is on the road, and, they play completely different styles. And, and Duke's more of a zone team that's going to force us to make shots. And Georgia Tech's going to press us the time we get off the bus. And so it'll be a difference of, we've got to handle the ball and against Georgia Tech, and then against Duke, you're going to have to make some shots, and we're going to have to rebound. So it is, and again, we're about growth, and so we've got to continue to press on and get better, and then we'll see how we do.